What is up? My name's Brad and this is Operation GameCube. Now, for any of you that are new to the channel, in this series we're trying to build a GameCube collection starting off with just £10. By using our charity shops, our car boots, our Facebook marketplace, looking for stuff for cheap that we can sell for a profit to build a game fund to buy GameCube bangers. So as you can see from behind me, I have rearranged the GameCube collection. I think it looks great. We can see things a little bit more clearly, how we are looking. All 18 games and that memory card. Although we have lost the GameCube list, that is now down on the floor. So we will just pick that bad boy up whenever we need to refer to it. But I think it looks much better like this. But anyway, let's get into the sales this week. We made 5 sales this week. And the first one was them Pandora Hearts mangas. We've had them for quite a while. 4 books. They went for a total of £13.73. We also sold that Liverpool and LeBron James, that limited edition jersey. We had that for £2 last week from the car boot. And that went for £20.46. We also sold that Everton jersey, you know, the long sleeve one with Jag Gelker on the back. That went for £12.76. And we sold that purple lightsaber. That went for £13. And the last thing we sold was that Fortnite Deep Freeze bundle for the Xbox One. That went for £5.99. So after all deductions, that's a grand total of this to add to the game fund for a grand total of this. So yeah, not looking too bad. We're nicely plodding along. Now this week, I need to get to CX, do a little bit of a trade. Got a few box sets from last week and the week before that I want to trade in. But other than that, let's just get back at it. Business as usual. Let's go. What is up, guys? Voiceover Brad here. Now this week I thought I'd do something a little bit different. We're going to let the charity shop and game hunting footage play while we talk about how the channel and how the series is going. Now this week we cleared 3,000 subscribers and I cannot believe it. I never thought in a million years that I'd be hitting a number like that. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you watching these videos, subscribing to the channel, liking them, commenting, and just coming back every week and watching them. It means a great deal to me, and I don't think I say it enough, but thank you guys so much. And if you are new to the channel, what we do here is something I like to call sort of guilt-free or impact-free collecting. Now, I don't have a ton of money every month to go out and buy video games. I just can't do it. I can't justify it. I can't have my family and all that at home. You know, sitting there while I'm spending a ton of money on myself. Of course, you collect however you want. There's no judgment here. Everyone collects in a different way. Everyone does what is good for them. But this is just the way it works for me. Now, back in 2020, I want to say, maybe even 19, I was just an admirer of people with huge collections. I always thought one day, when I had a load of spare money, I could build my own collection and have a games room full of games. And yeah, that was the plan. I never thought I'd be able to do it until later on in life when all my responsibilities were gone and I just had a ton of spare cash. And then I came across the GOAT that we know as Retro Rick and his $10 game collection challenge. And it opened my eyes. I never even considered the idea of going out and finding stuff to flip to then spend the profit on collecting. And in a way, not impacting any other part of my life. Not impacting my family or you know, any of that sort of stuff, money, expenses, none of that. It would be its own money, built off its own back to just buy stuff for the collection and have no impact on anyone else. And yeah, when it opened my eyes to that, that was when Operation N64 was born. And now we are on Operation GameCube, and this just works perfectly for me. And if any of you are out there watching and you'd always love to have a collection or be part of the scene and be a game collector, just think of other ways to do it. Like this is just an example, you know, go out, hit the charity shops or wherever you can, find stuff cheap, sell it on and use that profit for game collecting. Like that's just the way I do it. So yeah, if you guys out there watching and want to get into it, I highly recommend. It does take a bit of work, but for me, it's never been work. I love it. I enjoy going to the charity shops. I enjoy hunting. It's my hobby. I don't have a great deal of other hobbies apart from this and gaming. So yeah, I absolutely love the thrill of getting out there, finding stuff super cheap that I can make a decent bit of profit on and build my own collection. Yeah, I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's how we do things on this channel. So if you are new here, that is what you can expect. But yeah, let's get back to what is happening right in front of us. Popped into CX to do that trade. Nothing really new. Most of these GameCube games are my returns. But this week was not the best week in terms of charity shop hunting. We only managed to do a little bit, but I did find one find right at the end of the week that just turned it all around. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you can have fantastic weeks where you're finding things consistently, and other weeks you can find absolutely nothing, and then other weeks you can find nothing, and then one thing rescues the whole week. And that's exactly what happened this week. And you wait till you see what it is. It was just perfect timing, real luck, right time, right place, and yeah, just a great find, and it's going to really help this collection going forward. So yeah, stick around for that. It's my last find of the week. Take a look at what it is, and I will catch you guys back in the game room. And we are back in the games room, and I feel like I say this every week, but it's been a busy week and I haven't been able to get out as much as I like. Having said that, I still managed to get out a little bit, and this is a lesson in how it only takes that one stop or that one find to turn a week into a fantastic week. And that's exactly what's happened this week. Now, there's not a great deal in number of pickups this week, but one of them is just brilliant. But anyway, let's do the money first. Now, we spent a grand total of £42 out of the game fund, so we can deduct that now. But we did go to CX and do that little trade and ended up with £24 in CX credit to add to the CX fund. But let's get straight into these pickups. Now, the first pickup this week is a wrestling belt. It's a WWE Tag Team World Championship belt right here. Paid £3 for it. Now, if you've been watching the channel or this series, you know this is one of my bread and butter items. I always pick these up. Always seem to sell them for about the £10 to £15 mark, depending. So yeah, if you've been watching the channel, you will know wrestling belts, lightsabers, frustrations, Stephen King books. These are the things I always pick up because they sort of sell pretty regularly for me. But anyway, hopefully about 10 to 15 for this belt right here. Not too bad. The next pickup is this card play, role playing game here. It's Secrets. I'm not really sure what it is. During the Cold War, you're head of a spy organisation and you must recruit the best elements, find your teammates, fool your enemies, and become the most influential agent. Yeah, not too bad. Nice little game here. Scanned this thing up and it sells between the £15 and £20 mark. It is complete. It is all there. I paid £2.50 for it. So fingers crossed it sells. The next thing, again, you guys would have seen me pick this sort of stuff up all the time, and it is manga again. I paid 50p a piece for these. The first one is I Had That Same Dream Again. I don't know, man. There's so much of this stuff, but yeah. It's quite thick, this one. I Had That Same Dream Again. What's the next one? Mermaid Prince, or Mermaid Prince? Mermaid Prince. And the last one is Dinosaur Sanctuary #1. So yeah, you know me, guys. I will look this stuff up and I'll probably list them from anywhere between like £3 or £4 up to maybe 10, 12 quid, depending. I'll definitely do a little bit of research before I list them. But let's get into the big boy this week. Now, this was just timing, man. I had very little time, popped into this charity shop, and I must have just timed it perfectly because the dude was sort of putting the DVDs out, and I looked in this box that he was putting out, and I was like, are they going out? And he was like, yeah, I'm putting them out. I said, can I have a look at them? And he said, yeah. And I pulled them out, and there was just tons of them. And they are a huge bag. I can't get them out. There's so many of them. But it is 20 box sets of this Prisoner Cell Block H. There's 20 in here. You can see in the bag there, absolutely loads. Now these were all priced up at £2 each, but the dude said if you buy them all, we'll do you a bit of a deal. So I paid £35 for these 20 box sets, and I did the math the other day, or yesterday, and CX will give me £241 trade. They sell all of these for just under 500 quid, so I'll get about half of it in trading credit. Yeah, £241 in trade. Not too bad at all. Yeah, it just goes to show that one find can make up the whole week. When I saw these, I literally looked up one, and the one I looked up was the cheapest one, I think, because I sort of did it before I asked, and I was like, well, that one trades in for £5. So I pulled them all out, and as I was scanning them, some of them trade in for like 28, 30, 15, 12, all over the shop. So yeah, combined, it's a total of £241 in trading credit. And if we get that into the CX fund, we could knock off potentially the last two heavy hitters on the list, which would be fantastic. So yeah, great find this week, and that is everything. But that is just a fantastic week. Just goes to show, keep going, guys. You never know. It's all about luck, I suppose, and timing. You might walk in one day, see nothing, and then the next time you walk in, you find something like that. So yeah, not bad at all. But anyway, let's get into the one thing I picked up from the charity shop for the collection. It's just a copy of 2K15. I have 16, 17, 18 and 20. So now I have 15, so I'm going to try and get them all for the PS4 as and when I come across them. But another thing that happened this week that was just fantastic was we finally cleared 3,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Every time you hit a milestone like that, it's just quite shocking to me, or really humbling, or really cool, because when you start doing stuff like this, you never sort of expect it to sort of do anything, or people to like it or anything like that. You don't expect anything when you start these, or you shouldn't. And when I hit milestones like this, it just makes you think, wow, people really do like this, and it's a really good feeling. But if you remember when I said that as soon as we hit that 3,000, it will be time for a giveaway, and that's what we're going to do right now. So we are going to give away that Super Pocket, that Capcom Super Pocket that I picked up quite a while ago. It is in there. It doesn't have the insert, but you've got the pocket right there. Like the manual, instructions, or whatever it is, and the USB charging cable. That is everything in the box. I don't know if it's supposed to come with anything else, but yeah, nice little piece of kit this. I've had a little go myself. It is really cool. I would keep it, but it's just going to sit on the shelf, and I'd rather give it to one of you guys that would put it to use. A couple of the games that are on there: Street Fighter 2, Mega Man, Strider, Bionic Commando, Ghosts and Ghouls. There's some fantastic games on here. So yeah, nice little bit of kit this, and I hope it goes to someone out there that's going to use it. Or if you want to, you can trade it in. I think you can get like 30 quid trading. So yeah, not too bad at all. But if you want to be in the chance with winning this thing, all you got to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is a given. Hit that like button, and then just in the comments below, comment super rad. That's super rad in the comments below. And then in next week, we'll pull a winner. So we'll stick them all in a spinning wheel, and pick a winner at random, and I'll get this sent out to one of you. Nice little bit of kit that. If you want to win it, super rad, in the comments, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, we'll give this bad boy away. And that is everything from this week. Like I said, not a massive week in terms of charity shop hunting, but a fantastic find nonetheless. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'll catch you in the next video. See you then. Peace.